Hello. I thought I would give you guys just some bonus tips on losing weight as quick as possible. So, tip number one, if you want amazing results, you don't have to be running marathons or anything. Walking on an incline, just at a really slow pace, will do the trick. That's what my cardio consisted of. I used to do a lot of weight training during my first transformation. And then I would actually want to do like high intensity, like, want to kill myself kind of training. And my coach said, no, why do you want to punish yourself? There's no need to do it, unless you're going to be running marathons or unless you really enjoy it. But walking on an incline at a slow pace, but on the highest incline, and I used to also do it with a sandbag on my back, or you can do it with dumbbells in your hand. That is actually to do it for like 30 minutes, 30 minutes to even an hour. That is what's going to lose you a lot of weight really quickly. Okay. So the next thing is, I did mention it just now, to do weight training. Don't think you're going to be doing cardio, lose the weight, and then start your toning. No, okay, it doesn't work like that. So do your weights, or if you don't have weights, I am happy if you just grab a ton of baked beans. Use something. Look around your environment. You don't have to go and buy things, okay? But there's so much you can do. So start doing it. Okay. Point number 3, be consistent. So I was stuck for about 8 months, not last year, the year before. And what actually broke the barrier was that I was just consistent. And I had like a little ankle break or whatever. And I questioned myself, am I going to let this stop me? And I still walked with it like being sore. I just pushed through. But so I wasn't like running or anything, but just the fact that I was doing it every day, like 5 kilometers. I'd signed up to a 5 kilometers a day like challenge. So just doing it regardless, like even at a slow pace. I mean, I really hurt my ankle. And so just doing it at a slower pace, but just that consistency, that's what got amazing results. So the other thing that really got me results, it took me, I think, my second or third challenge to realize that if I stick to the meal plan like glue, like I don't make any of my own changes, because sometimes, we get it and we're like, oh, I don't like this, I'm just going to cut this out, I'm going to add this, I'm going to do this. The more changes you make to your meal plan, the more you compromise your results. So it's fine. You determine how you want to play. So if you're okay with doing it in a longer time, then that's fine. I'm just giving you tips on how to do it as quick as possible. So the other thing is just to eat from all food groups. So eat the carbs, eat the whatever, but just eat the good stuff. Okay, that was, one of the rules. Just eat more food, but eat all the good food. The other important thing is to just always have your cheat meal. Why do you want to deprive yourself of life? You don't have to make it healthy. Make it as greasy as you want. Just have one completely guilt-free meal. And often what this does, it actually just spikes your whole system and processing of food. So you will see bodybuilders, they're like so super strict with their plans, and then the night before they go on stage, they actually just do like a carb up, and they have like a whatever, greasy as hell, chips, burgers, wine, whatever. And the reason is you actually just come out looking like leaner and better. So have that at the back of your mind, and just whatever you're wishing for, just like have that carrot cake, have whatever, just make it one meal. Don't do like a whole cheat day, because then that's when things get pear-shaped. Okay. And then the last thing is there's all these different like training regimes and things, and try it. You don't know what works for you. Each thing, there's no cookie cutter like effect that's going to work for everyone. We're all different. We all things. So change things up. If you find like you've hit like a stagnant point, because what worked for me to lose all the kgs and then I still did that same technique at the end, it just didn't work. My body was just like, no, it was just not doing any restrictive eating. So my coach actually increased my food intake, and then I started losing by eating more. Okay, but I mean, it depends on which stage you're at. Some of us do need to cut back. Okay, so that's why it always needs like an assessment about where you are, what you're doing. So that's why when you do come on board, you fill out the questionnaire. We check where your mind is at. We check where your eating level is at. You also just check where your physical activity and levels are. I'm not expecting you to go from like no exercise to like 5 workouts or like 10 times a week or whatever. So just work with that. But obviously doing one workout and you're doing it for the next 12 weeks, it's not going to get you the results that you want. Okay. If you really can't, and that's all you can do, but then just know it's going to take you a lot longer. So that's where, you know, what I've been talking about recently, the energy that you bring to the table. Okay, so hopefully you take heed to the quick tips and put them into practice. Don't just listen, put it into practice, implement.